Basketball is a sport where ankle sprains happen a lot. You're always in the air and there's always people kind of getting underneath you. That's just part of the sport. So it's important to be able to rehab and prevent ankle sprains so that you can stay on the court and bounce back from any type of injury. Ankle sprains are preventable, all right? You can get your feet and your ankles much stronger so that you can actually, anytime your ankle feels like it's rolling over, A, if it does happen, you won't get as hurt, and B, it won't roll over as much if you have strong ankles and feet. So for this whole series right now, we're going to be barefoot. All right, so for the first part, what I'm gonna have you guys do, take off your shoes, take off your socks. You're gonna be able to feel the ground a lot better, and you'll kind of feel those little muscles in your ankles and feet work a lot better. And you guys are just going to stand on one foot. We're barefoot, we're standing on one foot. All right, this is the first level. Let's see if we can hold this around 30 seconds. So you might feel yourself starting to tip this way and that way, and you're just trying to have those little muscles on the bottom of your feet and in your ankle resist any type of extra motion. That's the first level. Next, what we're gonna do is start to turn your head. So you're just gonna start to do this. We're gonna add a little motion here. All right, the bigger movements, you're gonna start to feel yourself start to tip over like I just did there. Next, what we're going to do is we're actually gonna close our eyes. If you close your eyes, it just throws off your spatial awareness a little bit. It can be pretty difficult to kind of keep your balance there on one foot. Then, if you're able to do all that very easily, which you're gonna probably struggle with a little bit, close your eyes and turn your head. So you're gonna close your eyes and then turn your head. This one's pretty difficult. As you can see, I'm tipping over. So that's something that I would have to work on. After you've been able to balance just standing still, we're gonna start adding movement. So this one, you're gonna be standing on one foot and you're going to be pressing back with the other foot. And then you're gonna press to the side. And then you're gonna press kind of forward, but diagonally, and then back. So you're just almost creating these three motions here. Again, your ankle is just resisting any type of extra motion that this is creating. So you're just trying to stay up and down. You'll feel a lot of the muscles on the bottom of your feet and your ankle working to kind of keep you upright. Next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna get a band. You're gonna loop it around both of your feet. All right, you wanna kind of loop it right below your toes. Again, we're still barefoot here. A lot of times when you sprain your ankle will turn over like this. So the injured part will be the outside of your foot / ankle. So what we're gonna do right now is you're going to resist with one foot. So right now my left foot's going to stay relatively stable. I'm going to let my right foot turn in like this, and then I'm just going to press out like that. All right, so this is working on those ankle muscles right there, kind of the outside of my foot. Again, this is both preventative and rehab. So once your ankle, if you did sprain it, the swelling goes down a little bit, you want to start doing some motions like this just to kind of re-strengthen it up and begin to heal it a little bit. Another one people will do a lot is where you press down like this. So you have your toe kind of up towards your shin, and then you just press down towards the floor. This one's okay. This one works as well. You'll feel it on the outside of your ankle, but it's not nearly as preventative and rehabilitative as the other one because, again, your ankle mostly will turn like this when you sprain your ankle. Next thing we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna add in a little bit of weight. General strength training, weightlifting, squats, deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, all that stuff is really good for your ankles and your feet, your lower body, just because it's making those muscles stronger. And so you're able to rehab a little bit quicker. If you do end up turning over your ankle, you're gonna be stronger, so you might not even get injured in the first place. But what we're gonna do right now, just for the sake of this video, is a calf raise, because you're really working through that ankle. All right, so I'm gonna have right now my one dumbbell here right kind of over my knee, so I'm leaning over that foot. I'm gonna keep my heel a little bit off the ground, so most of my weight is over that ball of foot, and then I'm just going to press up as high as I can. So I'll feel all of the kind of force through my calf, but you are still strengthening up the foot, the lower part of your leg, and your ankle there. All right, so we'll just get a few of these. Usually we aim for about 10 to 12 reps, around 3 sets. This is one of those exercises where you can do higher reps. Our last part of this is going to be plyos. All right, so we went through a little bit of strength training. We went through a little bit of mobility and just being able to balance on one foot. But a big part of this is plyos, being able to land, absorb, and bounce off the ground. Because this is, again, this is basketball. You're gonna jump, you're gonna cut, you're gonna sprint, you're gonna stop. So there's a couple different things I'd like to kind of go over here. Again, we're still going to be barefoot. Barefoot training in general will make your feet and your ankles stronger, all right? Because you're able to really feel a lot more connected to the ground. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more advanced, so I'll show you guys some different levels. We're gonna get a cone. I just have a water bottle here, and you're just gonna jump over it. 1 foot, land on 1 foot. So we're gonna go here, and then you just land. Just try to hold it. Once you're able to do that one consistently, every time you land, you're just gonna pop right back. You might wanna start with 2 feet, so where you just start on 2 feet and then you're gonna go over and over and over. Every single time, notice I'm not landing and holding it. As soon as my feet land, I'm popping right back off the ground. And then once you're able to get that one, we're gonna go to 1 foot. So I'm gonna be off my left foot right now. Every time I land, I'm gonna pop right back over. So it's gonna be here, 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 here. Next thing we're gonna do is a drop jump. This is another one of those things where we're not trying to hold the landing. As soon as we land, we're popping right back up. Now, different people call this different things. Some people call it a depth jump. To me, a depth jump is something different. For this, we're gonna get a box or a chair or a bench like I have here. You're just going to kind of fall off of the chair. So you just step off. As soon as both feet land, you're gonna pop right back up. Now I've seen people do this with 1 foot. That's a little bit more advanced. So we're gonna start with 2 feet. Again, as soon as you land, you're popping right back up. So when we land, we're not trying to really sink into our joints and jump as high as you can. This is more for jump speed. All right, so we're gonna get on top here and then we're gonna land. As soon as I land, I just pop right back up. All right, and I'm just going to do, we're usually aiming for around 5 or 6 reps here, 3 to 4 sets. All right, last one here. The possibilities with plyos are pretty endless. You guys can get pretty creative. I'm just kind of giving you guys some options here. We're going to do a dumbbell punch. So it's basically like a lateral bound, but I'm gonna start with my dumbbell right around my shoulders, and I'm gonna jump to the side. As I do that, I'm gonna punch right in front of that knee, and then I'm just trying to jump right back. So now instead of going up and down like the rest of the ones, we're gonna be going a lot more to the side. Obviously the one with the water bottle, we were going a little bit to the side, but this is a big jump over to the side, and this extra dumbbell will kind of force that ankle to really absorb everything and pop it right back. So this is what it's gonna look like. You'll see with this dumbbell punch that we're in a very similar position to where a lot of ankle sprains happen. It's where you do a cut or a very hard decel. So you'll stop like this, and that's where that ankle will turn over. So right now, because we have that extra motion coming in from the dumbbell, we're trying to absorb everything, push it back. And that's a very similar position where this happens and the ankle just turns over, and that's where that roll or ankle sprain happens. Notice when I landed back over to where I started, I just kind of held it for a second and then I punched again. So you're really trying to punch hard. We don't really go for a lot of weight here, usually around 10 to 20 pounds, depending on your training age. All right guys, that's it for this video. Try to incorporate some barefoot training into your day-to-day routine. That's really going to help you a lot. But having some work with the bands, having some one-footed balance work, some strength training and some plyos will really help you not only prevent ankle sprains, but also rehab them a lot faster when they do inevitably happen. If you guys want more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on the rest of my socials, and I'll see you guys next time.